Yep. So yeah, let's see when Vince fucking gets here so we can get this show started. Really, Hunter, you've been waiting for like 20 minutes. He's walking in the door now. He should be on any minute.
Oh, perfect.
Wow, I just looked at my phone. Okay, yeah. Looked at my phone. There was a picture of a BS nuclear technology explosion. It looked like a hand holding a dick. But Lovely was one I like, okay, because I need to know if I'm the only sicko. What did y'all see? And definitely saw a hand holding a dick. It looks exactly like a hand holding a dick.
I mean, could be. They could just be lying and saying something else. Saying it's something else.
I mean, it's a pretty good edit job if it's not.
Ow.
What was that?
I said, ow.
Yeah, what'd you do?
My foot hurts.
Oh.
I was wearing heels earlier. My foot hurts.
What? Okay. What were you doing earlier? Your hair's all done. You walk in the door with champagne. You were wearing heels earlier, which you don't do on a regular basis. When did you say that?
When I held up the champagne. You don't listen to me. And also, my hair's not really like done up. It was just brushed.
Normally, your hair is in like a ponytail or something, or
my hair is usually
like that. Yeah,
like this. But
shut up, Hunter.
I like it like this sometimes. It adds more oomph. Oomph. But yeah, I was at a wedding.
Whose wedding?
My mom's husband's cousin.
Okay. What up, Bill?
Mainly went for free food and alcohol. And my mom and her husband were DJing, and so.
I love that, like, your mom and your father that stepped up are a... That's not the same thing, by the way. That's not the same thing, just to be clear. Listen, I saw something that I wanted to send you so bad, and I was like, nope, I'm on timeout. I can't.
Well, did you save it so you can send it to me in a week?
No, I did not.
Oh, see, you fucking blew it.
This is not... Listen, it was a TikTok. It was great.
You still should have sent it to me. I wouldn't have cared.
Essentially, it was a TikTok, and this guy was like, all right, so it takes the average man 5 minutes to walk a mile. How slow does my dad walk that it has been 25 years for him to get back from the store, and the store is only a mile down the road?
Oh, fuck.
Something along those lines. And I saw that, and I was like, I got to send that. I'm like, I can't. I'm on timeout. I got to keep that to myself. It is what it is.
You can blame the rack for that. That motherfucker. But what were you saying? You like the fact that they're what?
That they're like a couple DJ group, like.
Well, it's like my mom's been doing it for probably at least 20 years. And then he just goes with her, mainly because like a lot of the equipment's heavy and she can't carry it, especially because she's getting like a cyst removed on her wrist on Tuesday. It's nothing bad. It's just, it's like kind of sticking out. It's kind of.
I just imagine them in like really shiny jackets, like matching jackets and big fucking gold chains, standing next to each other, mixing in.
No, it's not. It's not that type of DJing.
Like he's on the mic and he's like, I'm gonna start this song right here, and then she comes in and she throws a little spin on it, and like that's what I imagine was going on, and I don't like that you're ruining that fantasy for me.
All right, fine. I won't ruin the fantasy for you.
Appreciate that.
I'm a nice guy. What can I say?
All right, I'm gonna give Vince until that live says 5, because he said he was walking in the door, and then I'm gonna run the intro. And we're going to start news and rumors and all that fun shit. Because I know why Hunter's here. I know why Bill's here. I know why people are going to show up. Everyone that's going to watch and is watching because of what happened on Friday. And it wasn't on SmackDown.
Oh, yeah. I was like, wait, that actually, yeah, that one did happen on Friday.
Yeah. So, and 5, 4, 3, 2.
No, I listen to it all the time. I tell all my friends to smack it raw.
Following podcast contains mature content. The views and opinions expressed by the host are not necessarily those of the host. Listener discretion is advised. Welcome to the number one wrestling podcast on Pornhub for now, the Smackin It Raw Podcast. I am your host, the patron saint of podcasting, the Warden, Matt Ritter, and I am here with my co-host. We got another one coming. He's running a little late, but he'll be here, I'm sure, at some point. Oh, he's here. He's here.
Asking
here.
You shall receive.
I didn't even say his name, and he popped in like a motherfucking genie. Ladies and gentlemen, before I get to him, though, because he was just a little late, she is the goddess of the gangland, the Duchess of Ducats, the queen of cash rules everything around me, the host of the She Leads Showcase Inside the Mind of In the Crowd, and Storytime with Miss Katie Kinzy Bay.
I'm sorry, I approved of one of those. The other two, I couldn't even understand what you were saying.
You don't need to approve of nicknames. You just need to take them. And joining us, a little flaky today. He was, I'm not going to be there. I am going to be there. I might be late. I'm going to be on time, and then showed up 5 minutes late. But he is going on a hiatus, so I'm happy to have him for one last show before he takes a full month off. He is the Sultan of Spitter Swallow, Daddy Delgado, the Pornhub Poppy, my friend Vince.
Does my mic work? Can you hear me?
Yes. I can hear
Okay,
you.
cool. I wasn't sure. Hey guys, what's up? How's it going?
I think we all know why everyone's here and what they want to hear, and like I'm half tempted to just like be like, Katie, we're gonna do news and rumors at the end of the show and just make everyone watch the whole fucking thing, but I'm not rude like that. So
you should save it for your first spit and or swallow.
Oh no, it's in news and rumors. Don't worry, I've got a whole thing planned, as I'm sure you guys expected. And I don't think like there aren't gonna be balloons or streamers or any of that other shit. Like it's a party. We're in a good mood. We're happy today. Good things happened on Friday, and I'll talk about it, but nothing over the top. So, Katie, news and rumors?
Yes, sir. Before I get into like the big thing that everybody wants to hear, yeah, that we're not there yet. Let's see. What didn't happen on the show? That happened on the show. Randy Orton was spotted at the PC.
We're gonna talk about him too, and you're not gonna like it.
Me?
Yep.
Oh.
Well then.
You'll
okay.
See. Trust me. I know you're gonna be like, don't do that. That's wrong. You're gonna hate me for it, but it's gonna be okay.
Okay. So I'm just gonna move on from that real quick. We'll talk about the matches that happened, but Mox has a mild concussion. Adam Cole is injured in some capacity on his ankle or leg because
he tripping.
He's getting old.
He was hopping around like a fucking kangaroo and hurt himself.
I mean, it happens to the best of us. It's fine. I'm not upset.
I blame Aussie Open. If it wasn't for Aussie Open, they never watched those videos. If they never watched those videos, he never would have hopped around like a kangaroo and he wouldn't be injured. Also, one of them has a really shitty haircut. As soon as I insult Aussie Open, Tom shows up from the broadcast. What's up, Tom?
See, because he heard. He's like, I hear Ritter trying to insult my people. That's fucked up. That was all him, Tom.
He doesn't.
Well, I mean, speaking of Australia, Elimination Chamber, it will be in Australia, and it'll be 6 a.m. for me and 5 a.m. for you fuckers. It's gonna be an early one, boys. But I mean, good for them.
That's not happening. I will turn that shit on when I wake the fuck up at like 10 and I'll watch it then. I have not. Listen, I have never been I love WWE so much I'm gonna get up at 5 in the fucking morning or not go to sleep so I can stay up and watch their pay-per-view live. Like I said, I'll just start it at 10 and not get on Twitter until it's over. That's cool with me.
I mean, we'll see how I feel that day.
I'll probably have to watch it live because I'm gonna be up for work anyways. So I'll be getting ready for work as the pay-per-view starts. So it'll be my thing that might keep me up in the morning instead of my morning coffee.
And Blue Chew.
No, I can't do that before an early day. Saturday nights is when the Blue Chew gets chewed.
Blue Chew nights? Okay.
Yeah, Saturday nights are Blue Chew nights, just like Saturday nights are for spits and swallows.
So tonight.
So is the Blue Chew after this episode or was that before this episode? Are you still hard now?
I'm always hard when we're recording the show, and we're going to be recording 2 shows tonight.
4 hours you're supposed to go seek professional help, right?
Yeah.
I just took it. I just took it right before I hopped on the stream. That's why.
Okay.
That's why he was 5 minutes late.
Yeah, that's why. Exactly. Thank you, Katie. Katie gets it. Katie knows the routine. She knows what's up.
I don't have a penis, so
Hunter, Noob, Tom, Bill, Kill Bill, my boy Mike, and Shadow all in the chat. What's going on, guys?
Hello.
Yeah, pay-per-views in Australia. What else happened, Katie? Anything important?
Before I get to that, there's one more. Just one before all of the releases. Well, those are the things. SmackDown's deal with Fox is up next year in October, so they are going to be moving to the USA Network, and that deal is for 5 years. So
and there was a lot of confusing, like people saying that USA and NXT were getting moved off USA, or that their rights deals are up, and Disney and Amazon were looking to purchase them, and there was a lot of confusing shit going on.
Yeah, I don't know. They're all just trying to figure everything out. Same with Hulu. Like Hulu's trying to 100% figure everything out. Like if they're gonna have a back catalog of everything, all that shit. I mean, they still have a year to figure everything out, so it's fine.
Shadow did get a new tattoo. He got the quote from Bray Wyatt about being red in a world of black and white on his arm. That looks cool. Very nice.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm sure NBC is just going to own all that shit, and we're going to get 4 network specials a year on.
That's
NBC.
Cool. That's so cool. I like that.
I mean, I'm intrigued by that. I don't know what exactly that means. But...
Saturday night's main event coming back, confirmed.
Don't blow your load yet. There, you guys just chill. We're here. Kay's talking about releases. You guys are popping your rocks off way too early. Calm down.
Roxanne's here.
I mean, she did get her rocks off this week. She got that win over Lola Vice.
Noob thinks that Disney will get Raw and NXT on FX. I don't know how WWE would be on Disney. I get we have Ahsoka and Star Wars and stuff, and they technically own Deadpool and shit, but I don't know. I just feel weird about watching wrestling on Disney. I really would.
Yeah, I don't want to log into Disney Plus and be like, ooh, wrestling. No.
Well, I'd be okay with NXT being on Disney Plus, kind of like it was on the network for the longest before I went to USA.
Chase U feels like a segment from a Disney show.
Chase U is probably the best thing going for me right now on NXT.
Chase U is something.
All right, enough stalling. Enough stalling.
We'll talk about it.
Who got released, Katie?
I have a list of. I may have forgotten 1 or 2 NXT kids who were never utilized or on TV and were only signed a year ago. If I forgot them, my bad. I did my best. I wasn't home all day. But this is the list as follows: Shanky, Brooklyn Barlow, Alexis Gray, Kevin Ventura Cortez, Yulisa Leon, Ike Minjiro, Dabakato, Mace, Mansoor, Dana Brooke, Aaliyah, Bryson Montana, Quincy Elliott, Elias, Dolph Ziggler, Riddick Moss, Top Dollar, Shelton Benjamin, Rick Boogs, Emma, and the one that kind of kicked everything off was Mustafa Ali.
Yeah. Did you say Dolph Ziggler already?
I did, yes.
Okay. Cool.
All right, so on that list, we talked about this. Like, we know that budget cuts are a thing that WWE does, and it always sucks to see people lose their jobs. However, we have also seen the positives of people getting released from WWE who aren't being utilized. You look at your Matt Cardonas, your Steph DeLanders, your Cody Rhodes,
Yeah.
Drew McIntyre.
Like, well, there are people that have gone and found success without having to come back. There are people who have gone and found success and been bigger coming back and found what they were missing. Because also the Virtuosa, Deonna Purrazzo over there in Impact and everything she's been doing. Like, there's a lot of avenues you can go getting released from WWE, whether it's AEW, it's Impact, it's, you know, traveling the indies and doing deathmatch shit for GCW and making a name for yourself like Cardona did and Steph DeLander's doing. Like, there are possibilities out there for people in wrestling. And if you're getting paid by a company, you have that stability, it's great. But I know a lot of these people want to wrestle and want to be used. And this gives them a chance to be creative and find themselves. So, while it sucks to see them lose their jobs, I hope the best for everyone that Katie just mentioned. Now, the one person Katie didn't mention is Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle was released on Friday. And I thought a lot about how I was going to handle this, because I know there's a lot of, like, you never want to wish bad on people, right? You don't want to celebrate people losing their jobs. I get that. However, I peeled back the curtain last week. I let you guys know kind of like the evolution of how I feel about them. And honestly, if a person, in my opinion, is a shitty person and shitty things happen to them that they brought upon themselves, I'm not going to not celebrate. Like, there was a certain person in a certain office in the shape of an odd circle that I was really hoping was going to lose his job for a while, and I was going to celebrate that. It's no different. So here's the deal. Matt Riddle's no longer with WWE. Hashtag Ritter over Riddle. Goddamn right I won. Also,
in that light, I will just like to say one thing, and this is only towards Matt Riddle and Matt Riddle only.
Bye-bye, bitch.
Wow.
This off for celebrating someone losing their job too fucking bad at this point. If you don't know who this is, what's going on, or who I am, or how I feel about the man, which I've made very clear, and it's not just the character. He, as a person, has proven to be as toxic as I have been about his character on screen over however long. So, dude, I honestly, personally, not MMA, I think he's going to go into porn. He's already dating porn stars. He's going to look like Tekashi 6ix9ine by the end of next year, and he's going to be in porn.
Didn't he already do like a porn video with someone?
He already did a sex tape, yeah.
Exactly. So I think that's where he's going. I don't think we're going to see him in wrestling, though. Mr. Warren Hayes was one of the many people that reached out to me to congratulate me on my victory, and I want to thank you all for that. And he did say that he shares my sentiment for the excitement, but is also very apprehensive that a certain cokehead out of Florida was going to be willing to sign this person, because we all know that over there, your issues don't seem to be an issue to get you hired.
Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, so you could see him in AEW. Now, the part that I was talking about, Katie, I realized something about Matt Riddle, because the curse is over, ladies and gentlemen. Drew McIntyre, I was wrong, and I apologize. You were the motherfucking curse breaker. But you know what? It wasn't a curse. That man is a fucking Horcrux. He is the long lost descendant of Tom Riddle. And to prove my point, what was Tom Riddle? He was a parcel tongue. What the fuck is Randy Orton? A goddamn snake. How do you think he made that tag team work without getting murdered by fucking Randy Orton? The man was a fucking Horcrux. And Drew McIntyre found a way to beat it.
Oh my God. Drew has a sword.
Drew has a sword.
The sword of
Gryffindor.
It's the sword of Gryffindor. Oh my fucking God.
I go. This is too
Katie,
real.
I need you to write down Sword of Gryffindor just to remind me to put that when I do this.
I got it.
Show.
I'm already writing it.
Yeah. So that is all I have to say about Matt Riddle. Absolutely sure Dana White played. Listen, I don't even fucking like Dana White, but if he facilitated this, that's one nice check mark in my book from him.
I'm still laughing about Sword of Gryffindor, man. I'm sorry. I'm gonna mute myself. I'm sorry.
Absolutely a Harry Potter reference in a wrestling podcast. That's what we do here. Porn, Harry Potter, and wrestling, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a parody in itself, but that's neither there.
It is, and we can watch that one too if we find a new home after Pornhub.
No.
Wait,
when the Pornhub stuff happens, we'll talk about it. We don't know that it's for certain yet, but there might be some issues.
Yeah.
All right.
Doing it.
Anyone got anything else about Matt Riddle they want to say? Talk about, party with me.
I'm just glad I was able to be here to witness your victory lap at the end of Collision, celebrating the downfall and departure of another person.
Another one.
I did not get up and run in a circle, Vince. I told you I wasn't going to do it. I didn't do it. And here's the fucked up thing. You know what's really fucked up about this whole thing? One last thing. I had mentioned that releases were happening, and I told my mother-in-law, who doesn't even watch wrestling, I'm like, there's just one person I kind of hope gets let go during all this, because, like, if we're going to release people, at least release people that deserve to be released. Like, don't keep someone that's an issue and release a bunch of other people who aren't being a problem.
Right.
Friday, I was leaving for work, and she was there watching Zoe, and she goes, "Hey, did that guy you don't like get released?" And I'm like, "No." And I was sad. Like, when I realized that he didn't, I was kind of sad. And like, I left and I walked and I went to work, and I went to work in a bad mood. And until that news dropped, I was in a bad mood the whole beginning of my shift. And that happened. And my day, like, I think I swallowed everything on SmackDown. It just I watched fucking Rampage for a little bit. I was in such a good mood. I was like, wrestling is fantastic right now.
He said wrestling. Mwah.
I don't think I've ever seen Matt this joyful and gleeful.
So let's get into the other things that we do here, ladies and gentlemen, where we spit and swallow the week in wrestling. Vince, it is your last week for a month, so I'm gonna let you kick it off.
Actually, I knew you were planning this, but Ryland from Wallet Media reached out to me about them doing the 30th, and if them Wallet boys are going to be coming to town, I'll stay an extra week.
So, like, he's like, "Oh, I'm going on a hiatus," and then he's like, "I'm gonna add a week, and then I'm gonna add a week, and then I'm gonna add a week." Make up your mind.
Do you just like not want me here, Katie?
I'm just saying, you're saying all these.
Figure out what your schedule is. Like, maybe she has some shit going on. She's like, "But I need to be there for Matt because Vince won't be." And then every week she finds out that she passed up on some great opportunities,
like
because
what?
Vince wasn't going to be here, and now he is.
No, I'm just saying. I've been told for a month that you were going on hiatus for a month.
I wasn't sure when the hiatus was happening because it was dependent on when we were going to take our Getcho hiatus, which we're taking after this week. So that was done with, and I was planning on letting this be my final episode. But I heard Ryland was going to be on it. I heard them Wallet boys were coming, and I'm like, I can't come. And I cannot come to that episode, even if it's for a few minutes.
I mean, you could come to that episode. You just don't have to be there. You can listen back and come to it. Stanley, Cena should not be let go. He is one of the biggest stars in WWE, even in a part-time role. Stanley Krapinski said, "What about Cena? He should be let go." Cena's not causing any problems. He only brings good into the WWE as far as press and media and things like that.
I'm putting Stanley on this timeout.
Greatest of all time.
I can put Jesus on timeout. I'm gonna put him on the timeout for that comment.
Hi, Tommy. But anyway, Vince, spit or swallow.
Okay. I'm just gonna swallow the thing that that was satisfied me the whole week in wrestling the most, and that was the acknowledgement from Team Firecrotch taking credit for making the tag team titles curse canon within the universe of WWE. I saw the fucking vignette. That was the coolest shit the entire week. Fucking fantastic. That's my first swallow.
And this is why I need you on a hiatus, motherfucker.
You just intentionally stole her fire with a Y. That's fucked up.
I said it 2 weeks ago.
I
saw Matt posted
I posted
clip.
2 reels. I posted a reel on Instagram and I posted on TikTok. That was just what you sent, what you clipped, and then one with the vignette right after it. So it was you doing it, and then right after it, there's the proof.
It's like Vince hates me and I didn't even get the chance to say it.
I think we can all agree we're swallowing that, though.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, of course.
Team Fire and Desire taking credit for cursing the belts. Hopefully taking the belts.
They should. They're building up this tag team right now because they have this tag team division because they have Shayna and with Zoe Stark as a team. Then they still have obviously Chelsea and Piper. Now you have Team Firecrotch over there on SmackDown.
Fire and Desire.
I'm still calling them Team Firecrotch. I'm not calling them Team Fire and Desire.
But Alba's the fire and Isla's the desire. Have you seen the thighs on her? Anyway,
Yeah.
It is what it is. And Mandy's not here anymore, so we can do that.
Yeah, no.
You just add Y's.
And
FYRE DESIR.
I'd rather go with whatever
LIR.
Katie was calling them when she wasn't calling them Team Firecrotch.
Which was?
I don't know, Katie. What were you calling them? Spooky, sexy witches.
No, it was what's that fucking cartoon female rock group from Scooby-Doo that you love?
Girls.
Yeah.
Fucking love the Hex Girls. Well, I mean,
not that Fire and Desire with
Yeah,
Y's.
Yeah,
Isla
See, that's why it's confusing to call them Fire and Desire. It's confusing.
Well, not if you pay attention to the fucking show and you watch it.
Obviously, Hunter is.
Which you should be doing.
Hunter's not paying attention.
Because if you were watching, you would have put Y's in there like you're supposed to. Anyway. Katie, spit a swallow.
I don't even want to go anymore. Okay, well, I mean, he brought it up. No, I don't want to go there. I'm gonna swallow Chad Gable and Bronson Reed.
Okay.
I like what they're doing. I like that Chad's not 100% getting his title opportunity again. They're bringing him back down, let him go through the people that he needs to go through. That gives Ciampa possibly a chance to go after Gunther, which I would also be okay with. He's not gonna. I don't want him taking the title off of him, but I would be okay with Ciampa and Gunther going at it.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with what they're doing. I like the fact that like Gable has to lose a little bit, bring him back down to build him back up because everyone loves him. The crowd loves Chad Gable and the Alpha Academy, and Bronson Reed's a big boy, and he's lifting him. Chad Gable's like 5 foot and the strongest person. It's so fun to watch, and I liked the match. So, whatever.
Absolutely.
How long was the match? How long did it go for? I skipped it.
I don't know.
Not good enough for Vince. I was just telling Katie that there's been a lot of skip-worthy stuff in wrestling. I'm thinking about bringing back like the not good enough for Hulu /K thing, but just not good enough for Ritter and all the shit that I fast forward through.
Right.
When I get the chance. Hunter, I work 5 days a week. I do 3 podcasts a week. I watch all of the wrestling for all of those podcasts. Once a month, I watch like 12 hours of fucking WCW. I have a 3-year-old, a wife, and I'm working on my house. I don't want to hear I don't have time.
I just hear a lot of flexing over there from Matt.
Yeah.
Listen,
no. He's flexing when he's got his dumbbell going. That's when he's flexing. Look at you. We got him going.
There he is. I'm just saying, he's like, oh, I got this. I got this.
I do a lot of shit. No, Katie, I'm with you. I know you're a big fan of the Gables, so yeah,
not just one Gable.
Well, the Chad Gables.
Yes,
the Chad Gables. No, I love Chad too. Like he's good people. I just don't know. Like I don't think I'm too optimistic like Katie is. I'm a little pessimistic. I feel like they're just gonna downgrade him down the card because they're doing Bronson versus Otis next week. So unless they pivot to that, I don't know what they're gonna do with Chad. I'm a little pessimistic. They've done them dirty in the past.
But that's the thing. They have done him dirty in the past, and they're not going to this time because I said so.
Don't be jealous, Will.
You're all jealous, man.
I'm gonna swallow Cody versus Dom on Monday Night Raw.
Okay.
Cody comes out to I thought tell us that he was going to SmackDown. He gets interrupted by Dom, who's trying to vouch for Jay, or while he's out there trying to vouch for Jay. Dom's like, "We're gonna get all the Usos," which is like they hate each other. Why are you guys trying to recruit two people that don't like each other to be in the same group? It makes no sense, but neither here nor there. Cody beats Dom, Finn, and Damian step up, but then KO and Sammy run down, even the odds. As Cody's leaving, KO wants him to come back to the ring and talk. Basically, KO's treating Cody like he brought his ex to a party after she cheated on him. He's like, why did you do this? I don't understand why you're friends with her. And Cody and Sammy are trying to convince KO that, he should give Jay a second chance. Like, yeah, we know she cheated on you, but like, she's still a good person and she feels really bad about it. It was fantastic. KO isn't ready to forgive yet after being cheated on, and we'll see if he gets there, but we know KO. I mean, to quote someone else, because this is not, he power bombed his best friend on his best day. Shout out Young Kings Wrestling. So like, we know what's up. Uh-oh. Bat phone's ringing.
That was actually the Eddie Guerrero when he turned heel theme song, because it has like the little cell phone ring.
No, that was definitely the bat. That was definitely the bat phone.
No, not even a little.
No, for sure.
Also, we can't have WrestleMania AEW versus WWE Day 1 or 2 because two different people own them, and they're just never going to do that. I mean, maybe now that Vince is no longer in charge, and
and also might be leaving.
Yeah, that's a thing. So maybe, but we'll see.
Wait, what? The ladies' bow was?
I'm assuming he meant bout.
Ah, okay.
So
So the T was silent. I see.
Are you also? Katie and I are going to talk more about it, but Dom and Rhea on the first episode of Chamber of Horrors.
I have yet to watch it.
I have
yet to watch it. Where is it on? Like their YouTube channel or something?
Yep,
yeah,
it's on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, WWE's YouTube. It's like
I'll
20 minutes.
I'll check it out. I heard it was good. I can't wait.
It's half an hour.
Vince still does have a pager.
Sound like a pager.
Did kind of sound like a pager. Jesus. That's a lot of words.
Hunter, you can just take high out of that. Didn't need to add that.
It's been so long since you've bullied Hunter.
It really has. Vince, spit or swallow.
All right, I'm gonna stay on SmackDown, and surprisingly so, I'm gonna swallow the undefeated team of A-Town Down Under, Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. I don't know what it is about them, but they just work so well together. Like it feels like peanut butter and jelly. They just belong together. They deserve one another. And even like Grayson Waller just being obnoxious right behind Austin Theory as he made his entrance, I thought that shit was funny. I think they should be a tag team. It'll give both men something to do. And unfortunately, with the tag titles still being unified, you can't really go after the tag titles and give them those tag titles, because I don't think it's going to go to them anytime soon. So down the line, maybe if they split up the titles, I can see them as a tag team permanently. They could be not trying to compare here, but they could be on the same vein of like a Miz and Morrison or like a Rated RKO, two like shitty like heels that deserve one another.
You know what? Drew McIntyre smashed a Horcrux. I'm not even going to fight with you, Vince. Cool. Thank the Sword of Gryffindor. I'm just going to let all your bullshit slide today.
This isn't even bullshit.
Thank the Sword of Gryffindor. That if Ritter over Riddle wasn't the title, that definitely could have been it.
Sword of Gryffindor is such a great title.
We can talk about it, but I feel like hashtag Ritter over Riddle.
It has to be this.
It has to be. Kind of like last week had to be whatever Katie's title was, but by Panic at the Disco got to be this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Which you're welcome.
But yeah, that's my second swallow is the undefeated team of A-Town Down Under.
Roger that. Katie, spit or swallow?
I'm gonna swallow everything Rollins Nakamura right now. He's making Rollins go crazy.
Oh yeah,
like
snapping.
I swallowed good guy Shinsuke making guys weak in the knees.
Hey, make all the men weak in the knees. I don't know. I like it. I like what they're doing. They're gonna extend this a little longer, but I'm all about it. And him just beating up Ricochet.
Finger in the bum.
Stop. Just, I love it. I don't know. I like it. Seth is now starting to like high key lose his shit, so it's great.
Should we just shorten it to FITB?
Wait,
No.
what?
Finger
No.
in the bum. FITB.
No, weren't you the one complaining about so many like acronyms with like all the strikes and stuff? Or is that the wrong word I'm using?
The acronym
No,
is correct.
acronyms is the correct word. It's just I was complaining that I don't know what any of them mean. Not that there are so many.
Oh, because I could have sworn that's what it was.
No,
But there were so many.
Just
I was
no.
like,
It's
we
that
didn't
I don't
talk
know
about
what
that
any
on
of
the
them stand for, and they're really fucking long. One's like 12 letters long, and it's like, what the fuck?
It's
What's
like,
the point
why
at
is
that
it so
point?
many letters?
It's
What?
literally just the alphabet. It's like half the alphabet. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Swallowing good guy Shinsuke, making guys weak in the knees. Ricochet took his knees out. Seth Rollins took his knees out. Men are just falling to their knees for Ricochet. And Ricochet proved last week that he is the good guy in this scenario. Whether you like it or not, he is the good person. And I agree. Good guy Shinsuke all day.
Yeah.
That was actually my next thing. So what do I have next? You know what? Let's let's do a spit from tonight. I'm spitting the fact that for the second week in a row, I sat down to watch Collision and it got cut off before I could see the finish of the fucking main event. Now, mind you, I wouldn't call that a death match per se. I like I said, I equate death matches to gangbang porn, and that didn't quite feel like that was very gangbang light. However, I saw Daniel Bryan wrapping a chain around his knee, and then all of a sudden the show just cut the fuck off. So either AEW needs to stick to their goddamn time slot, or I need to learn how to work Comcast the way I did DirecTV so I don't miss the last 5 minutes of the fucking show. Either way, it's a spit.
Ladder here.
No.
I have a follow-up question to that. So I don't know if anyone else experienced this, or maybe it was my DVR recording from YouTube TV. But did anyone else get like short little blackouts during the last segment of SmackDown?
Everyone.
Was like Jimmy Uso like whipping out his dick in the middle?
I have a theory.
An Austin theory?
It was one of two things. It was a Solo Sikoa nip slip, or Cena's dick popped out of his jorts. One of the two.
But see,
and now somebody was trying to say that Cena's dick isn't big enough to pop out of his jorts, but I'm not talking like popped out of the leg of his jorts. I'm not saying Cena's got a fucking 12-inch cock. I'm saying
he could.
Maybe his fly was unzipped and it just kind of,
Hey,
just a little.
Listen, it's fine. Yes, we all experience that.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I was fucking.
And I can tell you, I think I know how that match ended, Matt. I think. I also didn't watch, but via Twitter, it looked like he just Ricky passed out.
Okay.
Like just passed out, So
yeah,
that's
after getting hit in the knee, or did the knee? I need to know if he hit him with the chain knee.
I think he did. I believe he did, and then with the chain, started choking him out
for a third time because he did it twice before that.
That's
insane.
Listen, I don't know.
That is erotic asphyxiation at its best, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, some people are into that.
Two men in their underwear choking each other with steel chains until one of them submits.
No, I mean, he didn't even technically submit.
I don't even hear anything wrong with anything you just uttered.
There's nothing wrong with it. I said it's at its best. Vince, spit or swallow.
Besides two naked men, like
Matt Riddle needs to get fired more often. This is a great show.
I've never.
You're giddy, man. You're giddy. Like I love it. Look at him. He's glowing.
He's like a little kid. He's so happy.
I'm gonna swallow LWO getting the dub over the Street Profits, and then that causing Bobby Lashley to be pissed at Dawkins for not capitalizing when he attacked what was it, Rey Mysterio, and he like hesitated and he couldn't pull the trigger. Lashley said everything I've been saying is that they need to drop the whole like cups and like dancing, like, because it feels like still the same Street Profits to me. I feel like they need to like stop with the red cups, the solo cups. They need to stop like pandering to the crowds a little bit more, and hopefully this is a catalyst to lead them into like a more of a heelish route, I guess.
Speaking of dropping the cups, do you remember when somebody drugged themselves or somebody got roofied with a solo cup?
It was Montez Ford.
Yeah.
And this was like...
Wasn't it Zelina? Wasn't it the queen of the LWO that roofied him?
Yeah. Ashley.
It is not officially said, but yes.
That's their gimmick. Yeah, but, you know, like...
They're moving on to bigger and better things.
Yeah, people change
bigger
gimmicks
and better
all the time.
bobs.
Yeah.
Bobby Lashley with glasses.
They need to come out with like bottles of whiskey instead and just like do shots whenever they beat the shit out of someone. Jesus. Something different.
That's violent, but I'm out here for it. I'm with you, Vince. Like I said, I'm not raining on you. You want to, whatever you want to do today, whatever narratives you want to push, today's your day. I'm not saying you're pushing one now. I'm just letting you know.
Is it my day or is it your day?
I mean, it's my day today, but you're going to get away with a lot of shit because of it. So, like, you just push all them narratives. Katie, spit or swallow.
Jesus Christ. I'm going to swallow the D'Angelo family. Talking about of course, having all of the tag teams, like the pictures on the table, and they're trying to figure out who deserves a seat at the table. We figured out the creeds. We figured out... I see I didn't write any of them down, so I'm trying to figure it out. The werewolves, Los Lotharios, because they're fucking werewolves at this point. Like, there's no other way around it. And I want to say there was one other one, but then two of the teams have to fight it out next week. Yeah, to get the last seat at the table. So I like that.
You know, we've had great tag teams. Like, the Creeds were a great set of tag team champions. Some people with terrible opinions might think that MSK were a great set of tag team champions. But however, the tag team division has never been as important as it has since Black and Gold as it has been with the Don and Stacks holding those titles, making tag teams fucking fantastic in NXT. So proud of my boys.
We love it. We love to fucking see it. I love them so much.
Were you gonna say something, Vince?
No, I thought you were directing a specific MSK shot towards a certain individual with glasses.
Listen
on the stream.
Listen, no, it was not. Riddle got fired. All right, Wesley's off the hook. He can do whatever the fuck he wants now.
He might. He left.
Can I have one, Katie? Can I have one?
No, you have to wait a week. Motherfucker.
Fine.
Wait, one for what?
Hold on. I lost my headphone. What did you say? I lost my headphone.
Wait, one for what? Wait, 1 week for what?
I'll tell you after.
I've exceeded the limit on making jokes about a certain subject, and I was trying to sneak one in there because it was a perfect opportunity, but Katie said no. So
I told him he has to wait a month until he can make those jokes again because the rack succeeded.
A week, not a month.
Well, when it first happened, I told you a month. You're waiting until the end of September. Yeah, now it's just a week.
Yeah, well, it's only really been a week, but not here or there. It's
been like 2, 3.
It was Sunday. Last Sunday.
No way.
Or Friday. No. It was last Friday.
No, it was Thursday. It was Allison's trivia.
Okay, so then like a week, 2 days.
Whatever. I was being nice and fuck you. I'll say you can't make jokes at all anymore.
Well, that'd be rude. Nobody wants that. I'm gonna swallow Julia Hart. So Julia Hart defeats Sky Blue on Rampage.
Yes.
Willow comes to make the save.
Mhm.
Julia Hart then jumps Willow before collision, spits mist in her eyes, and takes her out, so she can't compete tonight.
Mhm.
Kira Hogan steps up, so now we got Kira Hogan. Like, she gave me Sky Blue and Kira Hogan back-to-back nights in gear.
Yes.
Just fucking thanging for no reason, and then brought the House of Black for shits and giggles, like, you know, in honor of the House of Black. Malachi's not even fucking there right now. I don't even know if he still works for the fucking company, right? I don't know. Are we sure?
Yes.
Because I heard things. I don't know.
What'd
if
you hear? From who?
I heard something about Malachi not being happy, and after they lost the shit that he was finito, that he might be done.
Matt's got sources, apparently.
But anyway.
Damn.
None of that's important. Julia's running shit while Malachi's doing whatever fuck he's doing. Brody's got a broken wrist, and Buddy's crying about the fact that Dom's fucking his wife, fiance.
Stop.
You watched.
Tell him when he's telling lies.
Tell me it didn't look like they were together. Anyway, we'll talk about that tomorrow. Point is, she gave us all of that. Then after all of this, and she defeats Kira Hogan with that dope ass fucking submission move that she has. Here comes Sky Blue, right? And she's hiding behind Brody. Spits in Sky Blue's face. I wish I could. Neither here nor there. And not with my mouth. And also, Brody is a fan. Like, I may not be a fan of him in the ring because I don't think he hits hard enough for his size, but the man is a great fucking hype man. He is out there just putting her over, saying, we're not done wrecking this women's division. There are more bodies to this body count until we get the last person that beat her, because she is now 26 and, well, not but 26 straight wins.
Yes.
Chris Statlander for the TBS title wrestle. What the fuck is a Wrestle Dream?
Okay, so Antonio Inoki died last year, and
True.
Tony Khan, big fan, he wanted to make a pay-per-view in honor of Inoki, so that's what Wrestle Dream is. It's in Seattle. It's next Sunday, and it has a lot of like Shabbat is going to be on the card, and
Shabbat bread.
Shabbat bread, and like it's going to have a lot of, or hopefully he wants to have a lot of like New Japan talent on the card in honor of Inoki. So that's why we're getting Danielson versus Zack Sabre Jr.
He literally
just had all out and all. He's working to 12 pay-per-views a year already. Like, he's already on that, and he's making us pay for him $60 a pop. So like,
he ain't making us pay for anything. I ain't paying for dilly squat. He got me fucked up.
So yeah, no, all of that. The challenge for whatever the fuck a Wrestle Dream is. TBS title, Chris Statlander, Julia Hart. Listen, I love Chris. Chris is what, Mama?
Mama, yes.
And Rhea's mommy.
Oui.
Strap Julia.
I'd love to.
House always wins. Honoring the House of Black. Strap that woman.
I already said I want to. I was like, Jesus. No, listen. Julia Hart is at her best and has been at her best when she's with House of Black. The cheerleader thing was cute, whatever. But no, this is what she needed to be doing. Her theme song, absolutely incredible. Literally says the house always wins in it. It's fact. It's factual. It's fantastic. And I love Julia Hart. And that match with Statlander is going to be so good. You know what? Fuck it. Put the belt on Julia. Let's fuck around a little.
Wow. They were, Hunter. However, then they changed the motherfucking game, and now we expect better. You don't go backwards, you only go forwards. And 08 was almost 20 years ago. Nobody's talking about that shit. We're 5 years from 20.
You're talking about the past. We're talking about the future.
Jeez.
We're talking about the future
now.
And AEW ain't WWE in 08. I ain't paying for fucking 12 pay-per-views that they buy. I haven't paid. I tried to buy one, and they didn't let me do that. So, like, that's on them.
I still can't believe that happened.
Not until they're off that shitty Bleacher Report app will I pay for another fucking pay-per-view.
I will just say I have had zero issues with Bleacher Report. That's all I know.
It's the phone app, because 9 times out of 10, I'm not at home to be able to go on Bleacher Report. So it's the actual app on the phone that is dog shit awful. And if you're behind, like if you're like even 5 minutes behind, you'll see all the comments like on the live chat spoil shit for you. So I started the pay-per-view late 10 minutes, and everybody's like, oh, that was such a good match. CM Punk won. And I'm like, oh, fucking great. Now I know how this ends.
Did Hook beat Jack Perry for the FTW title? Was that the match before the CM Punk match? Is that when he got that belt back?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I didn't hear anything about Hook being two-time FTW champion. I just heard Jack Perry said Rio Glass, and then him and CM Punk fought, and then CM Punk got fired, and like all that bullshit. No, a few mentions of the fact that CM Punk may have had the best match of his career in AEW, and I didn't get to fucking watch his last AEW match because, again, Comcast fucking with me. But
did you get your money back?
I saw him come out. Yeah, no, that was taken care of. But I was sitting there, I'm like, when the fuck did Hook get his FTW? It must have been in that match, and nobody talked about it because Real Glass.
Yeah, see, that's kind of like my whole issue with that. It's like he went into business for himself, like threw a shot out there. No one's even talking about the match. No one's even talking about Hook or the story they were telling. All they were talking about is the backstage chisme, you know?
You know who used to have a really bad habit of going to... Shit, I had it and I lost it. You just said it.
Business for themselves?
Yes, business. That's the fucking word I wanted. You know who used to have a really... Here, let's rewind that. Let's pretend I didn't fuck that up. You know who used to have a really bad habit of going to business for themselves but hasn't done it in a long time? Vince, spit or swallow.
Whoa! When did I ever go to business for myself?
When you would say, I'm going to spit or swallow and just assume you were next on my list, and then I had to start going random. But you have been very good, and now I am back on a regular routine because you have been very good about not jumping the shark and doing it. And Vince, spit or swallow. I'm proud of you.
You know what?
Poppy.
I'm going to move past that because it is an eventful, celebratory day. And you know what? Today's a good day. Today's a good day.
This is the day that Ice Cube was talking about. Anyway.
I'm going to go ahead and spit the Good Brothers not being there for Uncle AJ. This is twice now. AJ's been got in the backstage area by a Fatu family member, a Nawai family member, whatever. First, Jimmy Uso attacked the fuck out of him. He got pissed because Gallows and Anderson weren't there to protect them, even though they're supposed to have his fucking back. Then he's like, fuck you guys. I'm going to go out there without you. And then this week, he gets fucking destroyed by Jimmy Uso. And Solo Sikoa killed his ass with a Samoan, like, drop or, like, what was it called? Samoan splash. Thank you.
I think Katie might know where the Good Brothers were.
Where were the Good Brothers? Not being good?
Well, they basically told AJ to fuck himself and not get involved with this shit. So, Carl Anderson basically said, yeah, this is your fault, Holmes. Like, I told you so. That's why. Also, Luke Gallows apparently got his knee scoped, something. And
yeah, he wasn't on SmackDown. But here's my whole issue. I get
that he's like, she was all like, I'm down to do this, and she didn't show up.
She's not allowed to fight the men.
Yeah, she's not 100% allowed to fight the men backstage.
Listen, my whole point is that, like, yeah, Gallows is like, oh, you know, like, don't get mixed up with the bloodline. I'm like, so you're scared. Just say you're scared. Don't sit here and don't defend your boy. I don't care if Matt decides to pick a fight with Johnny Gonzalez tomorrow. I will have his back, even though I know I'm going to get my ass whooped because he's my boy. I'm not going to sit here and be like, hey, don't fuck with Johnny Gonzalez if Johnny Gonzalez is fucking with Matt in the first place. Because Jimmy Uso stepped to AJ. AJ is like, what the fuck is your problem? He was defending Michin's honor. And Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson can't sit there and defend Michin. AJ's the only one that had the cojones to stand up for Michin because Jimmy disrespected her.
I get. Listen, Katie, if I came to defend your honor because some podcaster was talking shit about you, and then Vince was like, "Hey, Matt, that's on you." No, that's not how we roll. Vince would have Travis wouldn't even know what the fuck's going on, and Travis would be there. Travis would be better than Luke Gallows. You know, he'd be on my back. He doesn't give a. I remember there was some shit going down. I just mentioned some shit. He's like, who do we fucking hate? Who do we got a problem with? Who's not coming back on the show? Like, he was down. He didn't even give a fuck. He just needed names.
He said, I want a list.
That's how you're supposed to be for your people. I'm with you, Vince. Bad brothers.
I mean, I agree. I was just saying that's why.
It's not a good enough reason. It's a shitty ass reason. Just say if you're scared of the bloodline, Carl Anderson, say you're scared of the bloodline and move on. Don't
We
sit
should
here and talk
also
about.
we should also mention that with everything that Vince is talking about, John Cena also showed up and kind of made a challenge and was involved and wanted a tag match, and AJ Styles came out to be his tag team partner because LA Knight had COVID and couldn't do the show. I knew where you're going with that.
I say nothing in the show.
When it should have just been Cody Rhodes making his debut on SmackDown and teaming with John Cena and doing their thing, which we could still get. So, like,
Yeah, they teased it because now AJ is going to be out in storyline. There's a match that is signed by both Jimmy, Solo, and John, but John doesn't have a tag partner, and they emphasize that at the end of SmackDown. So maybe we get Cody and Cena, the All-American tag team.
we
Just
also
out
learned
there.
something very important about the Doctor of Thugonomics.
Yes.
Unlike my favorite porn stars, he can't take two men at once.
He can't run anymore either. He was like, as he was jogging up the
He
ramp.
was like this. He was
Yeah.
like this.
He was like, he was. Go back and look at it. He was like,
Disrespect the greatest of all time like that ever again.
I'm not trying to disrespect him.
Not
Did
you.
he or did he not get beat up by two guys? Could he handle two men at the same time?
It's because Ellie had COVID.
It's because he's older now. Like he's past his taking two guys at the same time phase. There was a point where Super Cena could have taken five guys at the same time, no problem.
actually, he almost
Could have been
he
on
did
his Sarah
take on
J
two
back in
guys
the
at the
day.
same time when he completely disrespected and just like derailed the Nexus Rise at SummerSlam, where he put himself over against Justin Gabriel and Wade Barrett. After he got put through like the concrete cements on the outside without the padding. So back in his heyday, John Cena could take two men at once. Right now, he might need a blue chew.
Hunter thinks he can take two guys at the same time.
Well then,
Wow.
that's
So
something.
that was Vince. Katie, spit or swallow.
I know you don't like the Heritage Cup tournament in any way, shape, or form. However,
I'll give you Tyler Bate versus Butch.
fuck yes.
I'll give it to you.
Listen,
Matt isn't
anytime
a
the
good
two
day.
of them, okay, but like he can't admit like the two of them, like they have a history and they're really good in the ring together. Like you can't even deny that.
No.
Now, I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna pull Kanye West real quick. I do have in agreement with you. Butch defeats Bate, fantastic, and I can't wait to hear your analysis on it. But along with that is a spit, and that is whatever the dumbass fucking Matrix bullshit they had going on in what used to be sacred ground, the Toxic Lounge that has now been taken over by those idiots in their
Metaphor.
Matrix gear. Big spit, whatever the fuck that was. Spit.
That's been a thing that's been happening. You know that, right? Since the whole
Yeah, no, they took over the Toxic Lounge, which is a spit, and now they're dressing like they're in the fucking Matrix in the Toxic Lounge,
They
and
have a
it is a
different
bigger
theme every
spit.
week.
Spit.
Yeah, but not spitting Pete Dunne or / Butch versus Tyler Bate. Saw that in Chicago. Still to this day, one of the best matches I've ever seen live. These
Katie.
two guys can go.
Butch versus Bate. Please continue. I'm sorry.
What? Probably the best match all week, besides anything Julie Hart, because Julie Hart. But like, probably the best match I saw all week. The two of them have probably some of the best chemistry, like in wrestlers, like right now. Like, oh, it's a wrestling soulmates idea. I have to write that down. Hold on, before I forget myself, because I will. Anyways, I love everything they did. It almost went to a draw, and I'm happy it didn't. And the mutual respect the two of them have, they hugged it out at the end, because the two of them know that that's their greatest opponent, and I just love that shit. I know you don't like Tantric Tyler, and I don't either. I miss Big Strong Boy.
Oh yeah,
But see,
Tyler
here's the
Bate.
thing. That gimmick goes away when he gets in between the ropes. So
Exactly.
Vince
In
was
ring,
like,
he's still great, which is why I put up with the whole Tantric Tyler thing. but it hasn't really been all that great. I liked him when he was part of Chase U because I would like Chase U expanding into a giant campus and university.
I'm gonna need you to put that pussy on a leash, Vince.
Say what?
I need you to put that pussy on a leash. We're not live on Pornhub. You can't just be showing that bush around like that. You saw it fly behind you.
Oh, okay.
Fucking Christ.
I'll be on it. I'll get
You
on
didn't see it? You didn't see it like dive off your desk and
No, it's okay. I ignore it at this point.
you know what I
it's not
ignored
even there.
at this point?
What?
I ignored the fact that I was supposed to thank everybody at the beginning of the show for checking us out at twitch.tv/creationworld because I got all excited about talking about Matt Riddle, where if you subscribe to Amazon Prime, you get a free Twitch subscription every month that you can give to your favorite creator, whether it is us, Botch Spots and Chair Shots, or any of your favorite Twitch streamers, podcasters, whatever. You can give them a sub, and it costs you absolutely nothing because you're already paying for that Amazon Prime subscription. You also get great things through Amazon Prime for games and other shit. So check out Prime Gaming and go do that. You can also be checking us out live on YouTube at youtube.com/creationworld, where it is free to like, to subscribe, to comment. Vince doesn't know the get up. So Katie, what does that do?
Boost the algorithm, helps find new listeners.
You're great at this. Also, up top, flick that bean, little notification bell, get notified every time we go live, whether it is Saturdays at 11 p.m. for Smackin It Raw, Monday through Friday for the Creation Conversation, Sunday, which means tomorrow, for Getting Off with me and Katie, where we talk The Nun, we talk WWE Chamber of Horrors, and a special surprise as well in that episode. So come check us out there. Horror on tap Sunday nights, every other Sunday. All of that. Hit the notification bell. You'll get notified when we go live. And maybe you get like a bonus little gem or something from, I don't know, me and Vince or, something here or there that you might not expect. So if you have the notification bell, you'll find out. Also, patreon.com/creationworld. There. Cost you $1. And for that $1, you get great things like Return to Wrestling with Matt and Travis, where they talk, and Matt's me, by the way, not the guy that got fired. Never be on the show. Where they talk WCW, by they I mean me and Travis, from 1995 all the way up to 1998. Super Brawl's the latest episode. I believe it is out now officially, or it's supposed to be. If not, it'll be up very soon. And then Travis and Mara talk about Batman's Long Halloweeny or some shit like that over on Multiverse. It's a thing. It's over there. Go check that out as well. And it's the same $1. That $1 gets you those 2 brand new shows plus the entire back catalog of everything that we've already done. It doesn't cost you anything more than $1 a month, and you get a new episode every month. Also, for a little higher of a tier, and go click the Patreon link. Go there and check it out. You'll find out. You can check us out ad-free, straight through the show, no ads. But we have awesome sponsors. Our sponsors. You should support our sponsors, and I want you to check out our sponsors. So we are going to have a little bit of an ad break.
Spice things up in the bedroom, then it's time to check out Adam and Eve. Because you see, Adam and Eve is the leading adult toy store that offers a wide range of products to help you explore your sexual desires. Whether you're looking for something to use solo or with a partner, they have everything you need to satisfy your cravings. From vibrators to lingerie, bondage gear to lubricants, AdamandEve.com has it all. And the best part, you can shop with confidence, knowing that all their products are of high quality and backed by a 100% satisfaction guarantee. That means whether you bought a dildo, sex swing, penis ring, vibrator, anal sex toy, bondage toy, couples toy, lube, or accessory, you can get a refund within 90 days if you're not 100% satisfied. No questions asked. And right now, as a special offer to our listeners, Adam and Eve is giving you 50% off almost any item on their website. That's right, 50% off. And if you act now, you'll also get free shipping. So go to adamandeve.creationworld.com and use the offer code erotica at checkout. That's erotica at adamandeve.creationworld.com for 50% off almost any item and free shipping. Don't wait. This offer won't last very long. The link is in the description. Attention dog lovers. Are you looking for high quality products to spoil your furry friend? Then you need to check out dog.com. Because you see, dog.com is the go-to online store for all your dog-related needs. They offer a huge selection of dog food, treats, beds, and more. Plus, they have products for all types of dogs, from puppies to seniors and everything in between. And the best part, you can shop with confidence knowing that all their products are made with your dog's health and happiness in mind. Dog.com only stocks top-rated brands that you can trust, so you can rest easy knowing your dog is getting the best. And right now, as a special offer to our listeners, Dog.com is doing a big warehouse clearance sale. And all you have to do is go to dog.creationworld.com and you can get up to 80% off on all sorts of items like toys, treats, bones, harnesses, bowls, leashes, and anything else you can think of. So go to dog.creationworld.com and take advantage of this sale right now. Spoil your furry friend with the best products from dog.creationworld.com today. Link is in the description. Are you tired of feeling sluggish and unfocused throughout the day? Then it's time to try DUBBY, the ultimate energy source. DUBBY is a powerful clean energy drink that is designed to help you stay alert and focused no matter what life throws your way. Whether you're a student, a busy professional, an athlete, or especially a gamer, DUBBY can give you the boost you need to take on the day or the night. It also contains important aminos and vitamins that canned energy drinks simply don't have. And the best part, DUBBY is made with high quality ingredients and is completely sugar-free, maltodextrin-free, and is keto-friendly. So you can enjoy the energy boost without any of the crash, jitters, or angst that comes with traditional energy drinks. Simply mix DUBBY with water and you'll have a delicious, refreshing energy drink that can help you power through your entire day. And with a variety of flavors to choose from, including Galaxy Grenade, Beach and Peach, and Dragonade, you're sure to find one that you love. So go to dubby.creationworld.com and order your DUBBY today. And for a limited time, use code Creatia at checkout to get 10% off your order. That's Creatia at dubby.creationworld.com for 10% off. Try DUBBY today and feel the difference. The link is in the description.
And it is my turn to spit or swallow. And I'm swallowing Chelsea Green and Piper Niven on Raw this week. So Chelsea was trying to claim that her and Piper were a better team because they're friends. Zoe and Shayna aren't, but they are. Piper's like, what country am I from? Chelsea says Florida. And then it's quickly corrected because Florida is, it thinks it's a country, but it's not. It's kind of like Texas. Then we got Shayna and Zoe versus Piper and Chelsea. And listen, I don't know how y'all feel, but I just love the fact that Nia Jax is like, fuck it, and just wrecks everybody. Fuck everybody. And then, like, there's a lot of back and everyone's like, I think they're playing into like the Nia Jax injures people story by having her injure people, saying Rhea's injured and Raquel's injured and blah, blah, blah. I think that's what's going on here to get the people on the internet all worked up. But
probably
I'm all for it. So, you know, Nia comes in, does her thing. That's what should have happened. Michin should have showed up and hit Solo in the back with a fucking steel chair to save AJ because she was the only one that was really down to ride. So, motherfucking Solo Sikoa and then Nia Jax. Did I freeze? Mm-hmm. You guys didn't freeze. You guys were doing your thing. I saw it.
You froze.
Anyway, Michin hits Solo Sikoa in the back. He no-sells it because he's motherfucking Solo Sikoa. And then here comes Nia Jax just out of nowhere and fucking like a fucking semi-truck just plows her right out of screen and she's gone. And Solo's like, what the fuck just happened? Michin gone. That's why she won't be around to help AJ. Perfect. Do it. That's what they should have done.
And then you put Nia in the bloodline.
You don't even have to do that. Just
no, actually, no.
Fuck people up.
No, I don't want her in the bloodline. She should just.
There really is. To be fair, there is no bloodline anymore. Roman doesn't show up. Jimmy doesn't even know what the fuck he's doing.
We'll talk about Jimmy.
Solo don't listen to nobody.
And Paul Heyman's like the clingy ex-girlfriend who calls Roman Reigns 15 times a day.
Fact.
No, you know who he is? He's that shift lead that you leave in charge at work that calls the manager every single time something happens, and they can't sit there and critically think how to solve an issue, that they have to call the manager every single time.
I also want to thank Madison for the follow. We appreciate it. Thank you, Madison. Vince, we already talked about the bloodline. So what do you got? What do you want to say about the bloodline?
Okay. I'm actually gonna swallow heel Jimmy Uso because he's just sitting there annoying Paul Heyman. He's out here just like literally so dysfunctional. He's got Solo out here just being reckless as well. He goes ahead and grabs the mic from Paul Heyman. He's like, "Yeah, that's what happens when you step to the bloodline." I'm like, I don't know what the fuck they're doing with Jimmy, but Jimmy is just entertaining, and I just genuinely just love Jimmy Uso. My Austin theory is that he's slowly just gonna like blow up the bloodline from within. Roman's is gonna get so sick with him. Paul's gonna get so sick with him. Solo's gonna get tired of always cleaning up the Jimmy messes because he got into shit with AJ and John Cena because of Jimmy. So maybe that's Jimmy's secret plan. He's like, I'm gonna have them just get worked up with dealing with me.
See, my awesome theory is that Jimmy truly believes he is the tribal chief, not Roman Reigns.
And this is motherfucking Nostradamus over here. So
listen, yeah, that's true. Well, his new theme song is called Born a King. So maybe he does think he's the king of the bloodline.
He said a few months ago that he was the tribal chief, not Roman Reigns. Like in a promo.
I mean,
and he's slowly becoming, as we see it, crazy and delusional. But he really does think he is. It's like, I am the captain now. That's what started the whole Pornhub poppy race, because I said that.
So he pulled a Katie, and he's like, I'm the tribal chief now. And kicked Roman off the Zoom call. That's what happened here.
That is literally what's happening.
And Roman stopped showing up. So like this is literally word for word, bar for bar.
Oh man.
You saw it here first.
You really did.
Race for the tribal chief
2024.
2023. Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right.
But yeah, that's what I had. Just swallowing Jimmy Uso. It's fucking hilarious.
Duchess of Ducats.
Stupid. You know what? I'm gonna swallow Eddie Kingston defeating Claudio Castagnoli, because what a way to start Grand Slam. What a way to end this 15-year on-site rivalry, like by having Eddie get the title that he's always wanted, the ROH World title, and defeating his greatest nemesis in a hell of a match.
Good for him.
Nothing but flowers for Eddie fucking Kingston.
I'm very happy for Eddie. He doesn't look like a world champion, but he is a world champion, and I'm happy that he got that. Yeah. I just wish he could finally fucking get some new gear now. Like, now you're a champion.
He's a double champion.
A world champion. He's not a double world champion.
I will say the only critique I have about Eddie Kingston is that I wish he would come out and when he started his promos, just like he used to do on the indies, and be like, "Where are all my big booty Latina and Asian women at?"
Well, he's not gonna be able to do that on.
Why don't you just start every show like that, Vince?
Oh yeah, sure, right.
When I introduce you and I'm like, "Ladies and gentlemen, my co-host, the Sultan of Spitter Swallow, Daddy Delgado, the Pornhub Poppy, my friend Vince," instead of whatever the fuck you say, "Hey, how's it going, Matt?" You'd be like, "Where are all my big booty Latina and Asians at?" Every episode. Or you could just clip it like you like to do and play that if you can find a clip of him saying it.
Now you're thinking.
I mean, you're going to be gone for a month after next week now, so
I'm going to be busy planning other things that are big things are popping, little things stopping, but that's priority number one.
We're not talking about your dick.
Hi, Bagley.
That was Katie, so that means it's me. I got two more things from Raw. I'm spitting Becky wanting to give opportunities to new NXT women's talent on Raw, and Natty being like, "I'm a new NXT women's talent. I can come out and do this."
How did Natty not get released?
But Natty did call her a ginger witch, which I kind of enjoyed, and that got a little bit of a pop out of me. I'm not gonna pretend like I said, I never don't like to see Natty, but I'm also never happy to see Natty.
Well, listen, I mean, I get it. I know what you were talking about.
It's a double negative.
She's a nice looking lady. But like, bitch, no. Go away.
Go away.
Who would you rather see in a lose-lose scenario? Charlotte Flair or Natalia?
Bullshit.
Neither. And I'm still pissed about that. Yeah, Tegan Knox was supposed to take that opportunity, but they gave it to Natalia because all the hard work she's doing.
Well, I mean, to be fair, we talked about what Shinsuke's been doing to the guys, and in a place where knees are weak, Tegan might want to
stop.
Tanika Knox. I heard she had a match on main event with Xia Li, though.
Yeah.
I need Tegan and Shotzi back together. Like, fuck this Charlotte shit. Like, give me Tegan and Shotzi back together.
No.
I don't talk about Charlotte.
No, because
she can't fuck up her knees if she's riding a tank down to the ring, Vince.
True, but I just didn't like
Unless
the pairing
because off it like
because
Adam and then fucks him up. But
yeah, that's true. I just like the pairing of Shotzi and Ember Moon so much better.
But that we're not. Ember Moon is in ROH now. She's got
Ember
minions
Moon
and shit.
exist.
That ain't gonna happen.
I guess Stone Cold had the shittiest knees. He made it work.
See, he had 2 knee braces.
Tegan has Victoria was rocking 2 knee braces towards the end, and she was out here putting off. I kept saying it every single time I did it any podcast this last week. Victoria for Hall of Fame.
Spit or swallow.
I'm gonna swallow. Speaking of injuries and bad, like I guess it's a knee injury. I don't know what kind of injury it is, but the pretty deadly vignette about the injury update on Elton. What was it? Elton Prince? Yeah, Elton Prince is the one that got the shoulder injury, but he's over there like on a fucking like wheelchair, and he's over here like I can't do anything.
Montage.
The doctor, the montage was fucking great, and then the doctor's like, yeah, he's got to separate his shoulder. He'll be okay. But Elton Prince is like, I'm dying. Fucking hilarious. They're gold. I love them.
It's a motherfucking montage. Listen, I was not like the biggest Pretty Deadly fan. Like, I enjoyed the pictures that they took when they won the titles, but this has been fantastic. This has got like fucking Breezango written all over it with the fucking fashion file shit. Like, I'm all for it, 100%.
Yeah, I miss Breezango.
And if we can get more pictures of them in the bathroom in their robes with titles and shit, I'm down.
Well, they need titles to do that, so
we can get there. There was a motherfucking montage, Katie.
I am aware.
Anyway, Katie, better swallow.
I'm going to. I'm gonna swallow Tony Storm for a multitude of reasons. One,
what's the reason this week?
Well, there's multiple. One, it is Bisexual Awareness Week, and Tony Storm is bisexual, as am I, and great lady, beautiful lady, kisses Saraya during the match. People lose their fucking minds.
For good reason.
And it's also funny because, like, Saraya's boyfriend's, like, actually a piece of shit and, like, hates all of that stuff. So it's very funny for me that happened.
Saraya also got on the internet and said, oh, no, I hated that. I hope she never does that again.
With, like, the eye emojis.
Yeah.
As in...
She wanted more. And give me more.
Stop it. But, regardless, Saraya didn't watch out for the shoe. Chin up, tits out, watch for the shoe. It's a simple phrase. Saraya did not watch out for the shoe. Yep. She got beat up with a shoe. Ruby Soho got beat up with shoes, plural. It was a great match. I love everything that is Tony Storm. What?
This is probably her best character she's ever had. Period.
100%.
To be fair,
what?
One might say that generally when one in Saraya is in a chin up, tits out situation, she's watching for something else other than a shoe.
Well, that's not. No, we're not talking about that.
Saray also won, defeated Tony. Yeah. Big swallow. She had listen. If I hated all of the women that had shitty taste in boyfriends, then most of the women that I stan I would not like, including Gigi Dolan. So like, it is what it is.
Shout out to Gigi Dolan. Where's she been at?
She isn't.
There are plenty of women that dated me and they had shitty taste back then, and then my wife married me and fixed that problem. So,
Scumbag Matt.
Scumbag Matt. Where am I at? Oh, my last thing for Raw. Ciampa wants Gunther, swallowing the fact that Ciampa defeated Vinci, and Gunther and Kaiser are pissed. Chad also wants the second chance, which Katie talked about. But Tommaso Ciampa in the mix with the Chads and the Gunthers for the IC title.
Good for him.
Doing something, and maybe Johnny Gargano shows back up at some point because he didn't get released, so it's still a possibility. DIY.
Why was everyone so adamant that Johnny could be on the chopping block?
Because he hasn't been on TV and he's been cleared.
Because what?
Because he hasn't been on TV and he's been cleared.
Well, they don't have anything for him.
And the first match he wrestled after being cleared was a squash match against Tomas on a live event.
Listen, Johnny, I don't think is going anywhere because he's definitely one of those guys that would show up on the AEW Dynamite.
Let's talk about Hardcock, juiced CJ Parker. I enjoy Hardcock CJ Parker. However, he crawled around on all fours and pretended like he was a dog pissing on Andrade this evening. Twice. And like he walked up and he sniffed him and then he lifted his leg like a dog after Jay White defeated Andrade in the collision match.
Diego Luna won.
So that part threw me off a little bit. Like I get like Bullet Club, Golden Bullet Club, Golden Lovers, Golden Showers, peeing on people. I see there's a 7 degrees of separation between that. However, I do not condone crawling on all fours in the middle of the ring and peeing on Andrade or imitating pissing on Andrade. You don't know that.
Yeah. Oh, well, good to know Diego Luna won. Nice.
I got you.
Love Diego Luna. Hey, that
didn't get cut off.
Good.
Vicente Spitter Swallow.
I'm going to swallow my last thing for SmackDown, and that is the women's title match between Io Sky and Asuka, with Io finally getting the win. I like how they put over their history and backstory leading up into this match, how they used to be a tag team back in the day in Japan, how they planted this seed and narrative that Io was like resentful of Asuka's success on WWE prior to her, and that's why she's so like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like
bitter.
So bitter, but also like hell bent on validating her worth as a champion because she cashed in. You know, they put kind of like this stigma that cash in Money in the Bank briefcase champions, they aren't legit because they didn't win the titles through the normal means, and they had to go through like a disadvantage for the champions type cash in championship match opportunity. So I liked everything. The match was fantastic. It was great. I thought it wasn't as great as it could be, but I think they could save that for a pay-per-view. I think they could still run this back in the pay-per-view. For a SmackDown, it was a very good match.
Agreed. Noob's been waiting all night for us to talk about this. I hope you're still here, Noob, because this is it. Fucking great match. Io got the win. Charlotted. We're not talking about pissing on Andrade. She had to show up because someone said women's title and be there ringside, but she didn't really do anything. She was just there. She didn't hurt nobody, Katie.
I think she stopped Bailey. I think she just stopped Bailey from interfering, right?
I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Charlotte has no business. This is grown folk business, Charlotte. You stay in the back. You're not grown like that right now. Go in the back and stay there. Wait till your name is called. You stupid bitch.
Damn.
I hate Charlotte. I hate that.
I get it. But
the match didn't even start and the bitch came out.
she's been taking care of my girl, so like I can't hate on her too much. As long as like she didn't come out and say I'm gonna be in this match, so like I'm gonna let it again. And Matt Riddle got fired, so I'm gonna let that slide.
There's a lot you're letting
Matt Riddle
slide.
got fired. I don't know if I did.
Hey, did we mention Matt Riddle got fired?
Katie, spit or swallow?
I mean, I'm gonna swallow our scumbag Maxwell Jacob Friedman defeating Samoa Joe in a hell of a match. Joe had the many an opportunity to quite literally murder Max. Multitude of opportunities. At like put him through a table, could have just snapped his neck. Chose not to. Max stayed true to his word and using just a little bit of wrist tape hidden from the ref, choked out Joe. And there was some mutual respect at the end, as there should be. It was great. I loved it. It was a hell of a match. I've been waiting for this match, and it lived up to my expectations.
And along with that, there was some other stuff. So behind Katie is Little Adam Cole.
There he is.
Little Adam Cole, because that's life size back there. He was at the hospital visiting Roderick Strong because he is he's a softie. He is what it is. Like he can't like be like fuck you. You're being toxic. Clearly you're faking it. He had to be dramatic. There. Well, Adam's being manipulated, and it's obvious, and he's letting it happen. Like that's kind of on Adam at this point. Like it's true.
Listen,
so he goes there
to get out of toxic relationships.
He lets Roddy manipulate him. Ends up leaving because he's like, I got to be there for Max in his match, right? Max is cutting his promo in the parking lot. He's doing his motherfucking thing, and then Adam's phone goes off, and it's Roddy saying he's dying. He's worried about dying. Ruins Max's fucking promo right out of the car. And then Adam doesn't show up till like mid-match because he's taking care of Roddy. He's worried about Roddy. And sprints down to the ring, hops, jumps like a fucking kangaroo, fucks something up, hurts himself.
I mean, I get it. Heat of the moment. You don't want to like just like you have all this momentum and then you gotta like do down the steps. Like you just want to like get there as quick as possible to help your boy. I get that. But Adam, baby, you're not the same man you were before.
It's just crazy that like you can be yeeted into the crowd by Keith Lee and get up just fine, but you can't hop, skip, and jump down to the ring without fucking freaking something. Like it's the weirdest things in wrestling that cause injuries. You know, like Vince McMahon climbing to the ring and blowing out both quads. Not like taking a maneuver, just like getting in the ring and just quads explode. Like fucking yeah. Anyway.
Didn't Triple H tear one of his quads like setting up for the pedigree on top of the announce table, not even hitting the pedigree?
Yep.
Then he still hit the pedigree. Yeah. Jesus.
I mean, Shane blew his quad at Mania, just being in the ring.
He leapfrogged when he shouldn't be leapfrogging anymore.
I don't know how Katie didn't talk about this yet, but I'm gonna go on record. I'm spitting one part of this, and the only part of this I'm spitting is Becky's opening NXT promo in the stupid fucking rhyme. But swallowing everything else after that. I was not a fan of the Becky rhyme. I was not feeling it. It was not good to me. I get it. I get it all. I understand. It was not for me. But Becky gives Tiff.
I liked it.
I know you did. I listened to Get Yo. Shout out Get Yo podcast. Go listen. Enjoy. They're on a hiatus. It's the last episode you're gonna hear for a month from the Get Yo boys.
Well, that iteration, we're still gonna get Lechon Diaries on there. This your boy Joe.
Y'all don't know how to take a fucking hiatus, do you? Nobody on this show knows what a hiatus is, because all y'all motherfuckers are like, we're gonna take a month off, except I'm gonna be here next week, and I'm still gonna put out Lechon Diaries and This Your Boy Just and all these other podcasts. Like that is not I'm taking a motherfucking hiatus. I'm trying to let shit slide, but you guys are just making it very difficult.
I think the only one actually taking hiatus is Benji.
Excuse me. I would like to point out that during the 2-week hiatus of Sheely Showcase, I had stuff pre-recorded that I just put out while I was gone.
And Benji's the only one I don't want to take a hiatus because I need to know what his top 10 whitey list is and where I rank on that. So, like,
he already gave you his top 5 on Discord.
I haven't been in Discord since we asked that question, Vince. I've been busy.
You know what? Go look at it right now.
Back to what I was saying. Becky gives Tiffany her flowers. Tiffany wants her rematch at No Mercy. Becky says Tiffany isn't hungry enough to eat the man out. Tiffany says it's only because of her that Becky came in NXT. They brawl. Kiana makes it a 3-way. It's a fucking slumber party. Cunnilingus on the couch, all that fun shit that Tony Storm and Saray were listening to after they had their match. Well, you know, anyway, Becky wants to take both of them at the same time. Lyra's like, no, I want some of this. She comes and joins Becky. They get a tag match. They win. Roxanne was like, I just had a match and got my rocks off, but I want to get my rocks off with Becky too. And Becky's like, chill. Like, I'll be okay. I can handle these two. They're idiots.
Get your rocks back together.
Tiffany jumps Becky after the match. So now it's Extreme Rules at No Mercy. Becky versus Tiffany for the NXT title. Everything but the rhyme was fucking fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. All of it. We just didn't need the fucking rhyme, Becky. And here's the thing. For as much credit as Becky gets for being the man, I have always had an issue with the dumb shit she says in her promos. So
I mean, I get that.
It is what it is.
I mean, I did
You know,
go back on my tweet saying I shouldn't have said bars, but like I was just trying to make my tweet work.
I know you were.
I think the only thing I didn't like from anything that Becky did was her like little like backstage interview thing where she's just like,
She cut off Ilya Dragunov. The disrespect.
I just don't like the face she makes. It just seems like she took a tequila shot and then she didn't have a lime ready or something like that, and she just has like this pouty face. It just she tries to seem intimidating with it, and she just seems goofy to me.
I really wanted to make that Ash Nico joke earlier when you were talking about Tony and Saraya, but then I lost the time, so then I just brought it back. By the way,
I mean, I get it.
Because
great
me and Katie love some Ash Nico.
Fucking
I've got 1, 2, 3. I got 4 things left. How are you guys doing? Katie got 3.
I got 2 solid ones. Well, 1 solid one and 2 that I could skip depending on how long we go.
Well, if Katie's got 3, I've got 4. Don't bother skipping them, though you might take some of Katie's. So Vince, spit a swallow.
I'm going over to NXT since you took that detour there, and I'm gonna swallow the Thea Hale and JC Jane shopping segment where they go on the go get a makeover for Thea. Then they do like this standard like early 2000s like montage scene where like they go into the closet and she's like no, they go try on more clothes, and then they finally get the right one. They're like, oh yeah, that's the one. It's like that whole stereotypical thing. You see it in just about every TV show and movie back in the early 2000s. I felt like I saw that so many times. And every single time, she got more and more leather. And every single time, the fit was even better. I am only mad that I got blue-balled into seeing the final fit. But the final fit will be revealed probably next week.
I'm just trying to figure out what this high-end hot topic was that they were at.
Yeah, like, what the fuck? I want to go.
What fucking Rodeo Drive shop just sells fucking all the leather and leather accessories?
It really was like Hot Topic meets, I don't know, fancy stores. Like Chanel. Plus leather. A lot of leather.
A lot of leather.
Wow.
I would say like it's like a Hot Topic version of Hollister.
Fuck Hollister. My sister loved Hollister, and I hated going to the fucking store with her. You can't see anything in there.
How old's your sister?
30.
That's why. It was a thing when we were kids.
I know.
I never did it. I wasn't like, hey, there's a bunch of shirtless guys standing outside a shop. I think that's where I should go look for clothes. Because
really,
I was not a guy
that was
that
my
should be
first
shirtless
instinct.
at the time.
That was my first instinct. I was like,
Well,
shirtless guys, let's go shop there.
The shirtless men weren't there when we were going to the mall, but
boo.
It's
I
just
was
dark as
intimidated because I
fuck
didn't
in
look as good as they did without a shirt on. So I was like, I can't go
No,
in there
you
in
look
my
better,
clothes 'cause I
man.
can't rock it. I didn't think so. I didn't have the self-confidence that I do now.
We love body positivity.
I walk around shirtless all the fucking time now. But back then I did not.
I will
was
say
in better
that
shape back then than I am now.
you know what they'll do. A good woman will do that to you, because I never liked walking around without a shirt. Now I have all the confidence in the world walking,
Except to
without
get
a
on the podcast in a tank top or topless with me for an episode.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
different.
That
That's
all the
not-
confidence in the world when the camera's not on.
The camera's not on.
I'm camera shy, guys.
Katie, spit or swallow?
I'm gonna swallow. I'm going back to Rampage. I'm gonna swallow Mike Santana having a match after being out for like Santana.
Okay.
Of
I didn't know that.
He
was
got a
his
first
first
name?
well, that's literally his name. But they're not Proud and Powerful anymore. They're not Santana and Ortiz. But they did have a face-off after Santana's match, and that's gonna hopefully lead to, if I can't have them as a tag team, I want this to be a feud because they actually low-key hate each other. Like
Joel's Ortiz. I don't know. We're just giving people random first names. Had a little thing over on Collision where he said that all Mike Santana does is run from his problems, and like they came out together and he just used him and shit like he always does, and then ran away. And he's like, "Hey, let's talk about this. Let's do this now." And he just walked away and didn't say anything. But he's not going to be able to run forever.
I'm still pissed I didn't get them as tag team champions, but like if they're gonna use
They
this
were
real
tag
life
team
beef,
champions
no, the fuck they weren't.
in Impact.
That doesn't count.
Nobody cares.
I don't care. LAX is not Proud and Powerful. They are different tag teams.
They're the exact same.
They are
people.
different.
I mean,
in
to be
every
fair,
facet.
depending on the version of LAX, they are different tag teams.
Well, yeah, depending on the version.
Boom.
Yes.
I know my shit.
I'm gonna take my opportunity while I still have it. My last swallow from Dynamite is the fact that I can't remember the last time Tony Khan came out and said I have a huge announcement that wasn't a huge announcement, and it's been fantastic. Not seeing him on my TV making huge announcements about dumb shit. I did ours for the 300th episode, and the last time he did his was before that, and we are now like 10 weeks past that. So Tony Khan not coming out every week and saying, I have a huge announcement that next week I'm going to make a huge announcement about a huge announcement that I'll talk about in 3 weeks. Fucking so happy, Tony. Proud
You
of
know
you.
jinxed it, right?
You wear that motherfucking, you wear that suit and you stand in the back and you get involved in shit and be the angry guy that Max is afraid of. But then playing like all that stuff, do that. More of that, less of you coming out and saying shit on a mic or doing the fucking Daniel Garcia dance, because we don't need that anymore either.
He wasn't
please.
even dancing. He looked like
he
the
was
fucking
stroking out is what he was doing.
Fucking.
It was a cocaine stroke.
It's a fucking tool, man. Can't stand the man.
I can't say that?
Yeah, it's fucked.
Why can't I say that?
I don't know.
This whole episode has literally been a celebration of a man losing his job. I don't think I can get any more in trouble than I already am.
Matt,
That's fine.
I'll allow it.
Thank you, Vince. Vince, spit or swallow?
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Oh, actually, wait. No, that was I just went. That was me. Okay, yeah. No, it's you.
Yeah, the Tony Khan thing.
You're good.
Okay,
Yep.
okay.
Got it.
All right.
For a second.
I was about to shut up. I'm gonna swallow the fact that they managed to still get was it Joe Coffey, the singles guy from Gallus?
Yep.
I'm swallowing the fact that they were still able to get Joe Coffey his finals push to go against Butch, while simultaneously making this interesting by having Andre Chase get that dub, forcing that tiebreaker triple threat. Chase, you got a victory there, so I love that the Andre Chase University got a win there with Duke Hudson tying everything with 4-piece with him, Joe, and Nathan Frazier. Then the little pep talk that Andre Chase gave Duke Hudson. Yeah, what did I say?
You said Andre Chase first.
I said Andre Chase University didn't I?
No, you said Andre Chase pushing Joe Coffey, getting the dub. Yeah, you forgot the university part. It's okay.
All right. Well,
Players
regardless, I'm swallowing the MVP, getting his moment, got his win, even though he did not capitalize in the triple threat. I thought it was good. I thought it made me actually think, I'm like, oh, maybe they won't actually give it to Joe Coffey to make it to the finals, even though that seemed like the foregone conclusion. But it was good. I enjoyed it. I thought it was cool, and I pop every time Duke Hudson's on my TV.
I'm happy you guys are enjoying this shitty tournament. I'm very happy for you, and I'm glad somebody is.
Hey, I got.
It's not your kind of tournament.
All I wanted
We get
in the whole tournament. I got the match I wanted. That's all I needed.
There you go. Katie, spit or swallow.
I'm spitting. See, you're gonna swallow it because you think he's the good guy in this scenario, but I'm just spitting everything Jericho, Takeshita, now Sammy Guevara, and Don Callis. I'm spitting it all. I don't give a fuck.
I mean, all I said was I feel like calling Kenny Omega a cuck and beating up Chris Jericho is a babyface turn. And that doesn't mean I'm swallowing it. Doesn't mean I'm on board with Don Callis all of a sudden. I'm just saying, back-to-back weeks, calling Kenny a cuck and whooping Jericho's ass gets you a couple good points in my book.
Your favorite things.
Yeah, like I'm not standing the guy.
Like I didn't need to see Jericho and Sammy do the Jericho turn that Jericho did on HBK, wearing the exact same gear. Nah, I don't give a fuck. Stupid. I don't care. They could have capitalized on this 2 years ago, when Sammy was like finally getting over Jericho shit, but you dragged it out too long. I don't fucking care. And Don Callis is a snake and a scumbag, and I don't like him. And he's weird to look at.
I'm gonna snowball that spit with you, Katie, because my spit has something adjacent. I'm spitting the fact that the JAS is still together, just minus Jericho and Sammy. Like, why the fuck is Anna Jay coming out with those two fucking idiots? Save big money at Menards and whoever the fuck the other guy is that nobody cares
Angela
about.
Parker.
And why is Jake Hager still just existing? Why? No, fuck no. Cool Hand, Aang, Angelo. No, he's just the other guy next to Save Big Money at Menards. That's all he is. Fuck them. Fuck the fact that they had a tag team match and they brought Anna Jay out with them and Jake Hager tonight. Fuck all of it. Spit in the fact that JS is still a thing. It was Hook and RVD.
I thought that was last night.
Hook and RVD versus Save Big Money. Yeah.
Oh, because like there was like the mixed
the
tag
guy.
match on Rampage.
That was that also happened, and that's also a spit because we also dragged Chris Statlander into that bullshit.
They had RVD and Hook teaming together.
They did have RVD and Hook teaming together, which now RVD has tag team with both Taz and Taz's child.
That's kind of cool.
Does Hook and RVD have a Hook like pun name? Because there was Hookhausen, there was Jungle Hook.
No, they don't need a cute little nickname because this was a one-time thing.
The
I
whole
fucking
Hook
hope.
and show.
The whole fucking show.
Get out. Leave the ball.
Vince, I love you sometimes.
Just sometimes.
Not all the time.
Goddamn.
Then spit or swallow.
My last one. I'm swallowing the 8th champ of NXT, being the NXT champion Carmelo Hayes. He successfully had a victory over Carmelo Hayes. Details are
Carmelo
not
Hayes
important.
had a successful victory over Carmelo Hayes.
The 8th champion, Dominic Mysterio.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Okay, he definitely said though the 8 champ Carmelo Hayes.
Carmelo Hayes.
Which
I said
he is.
the 8th champ beating the NXT champ Carmelo Hayes.
That's not what you said.
No, that's not what you said.
We'll roll with it. Okay. Vince said the A champ defeating. Yeah, we're good. Okay. So anyway, Dominic Mysterio defeated Carmelo Hayes, and you're happy.
That's the tweet.
In the books.
That's the swallow. In the record books, Dominic Mysterio has a big.
Travis always says a win's a win.
A win's a win. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter
because
how you
he
get it.
slapped the shit out of Ilya
Details
Dragunov.
aren't important here.
Why you would do that is a big mistake. Ilya Dragunov would kill you.
You do that so Ilya Dragunov beats you up and you get a DQ win, and then you can say you beat the NXT champion. That's why you do that.
Good
Because-
feeling.
But you risk.
And you know what? Shout out to him, because again, we're going to talk about tomorrow, but now I can officially call him Prison Dom because he's actually been in a prison.
Sure.
A
I
real
can't
one.
wait to. I
An
can't.
actual-
Real one.
I don't care about the nun coverage, but that I'm looking forward to.
Wow, rude.
I'm not like nothing against you guys and your coverage. It's just like I don't care for the movie. I'm not the biggest like paranormal like or anything like horror film stuff because I actually do believe in
That's
paranormal
what makes
shit.
it better.
Yeah.
No,
You act
no,
like
no,
we
no,
don't believe in that.
no.
You realize I did a whole thing where like
Huh?
I took people on a ghost adventure in my
Not
fucking
in this
house.
I was there.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait. What about none of this house?
No paranormal shit.
You
All
sit
right,
in a
you
Ouija
heard-
board
Only Christ.
expeditiously.
You-
I would have to move.
I don't make the rules in this household.
She's just gonna get a package. It's gonna have her name on it. She's gonna open up big ass fucking Ouija board. Katie, spit or swallow.
Um,
Don't even talk about it, Chente.
I'm not saying anything.
Don't tell her, Jen.
Okay.
You heard it. She don't want to know. Let it be a surprise.
my last swallow is, I mean, we like briefly talked about it, but like I'll go more in depth. Roxanne and Lola Vice. NXT women have been killing it as of late, and we love Lola Vice.
Yeah,
If you know.
I'm gonna need her to
And-
go back to her old gear though.
You said this last week, and you just need to stop complaining and just let it be.
No,
If
I won't
she's
stop.
comfortable in it, yes.
no. Dang
Vince, if you can find it, send me a picture of her old gear, and I'll see if I agree with you.
Gotcha.
But yeah, no, great match. Like I said, the prelude to Roxanne, got her rocks off. Then she was all like, "Hey, Becky, I want to get my rocks off again." And Becky's like, "Nah, cool, chill." But yeah, no, happy for them. My last two, since everyone else is done, correct? Both from Collision, which neither of you watched. Ladies and gentlemen, it is official. The MILF Hunter himself is now actually TNT champion. Christian Cage pinned Luchasaurus to become TNT champion and then cucked him and made him raise him up in the sky. Yes.
How in the fuck did Christian become TNT champion?
Triple threat match, TNT title. Darby hit Luchasaurus with the TNT title, hit a coffin drop. Christian threw Darby out, pinned Luchasaurus, won the belt officially.
I hate it here. The MILF Hunter is the champion.
The
Wow.
MILF Hunter is the champion officially this time, not just like
Like, not just
Ted
pretending.
DiBiase champion. Yeah. And then I'm also swallowing. We finally got a confrontation on Collision between one CJ Perry and her husband Miro. Miro said, "Listen, I came here to redeem, and you are my temptation, but bitch, your temptation is fame and fortune, and that's why you're here." And she's like, "Well, I don't need you to save me. Like, you came here to save these people. So just do me a favor and keep your hands off any of my future clients. You go do your thing, and I'm going to do my thing. Just promise me you're not going to touch my clients." And Miro said, "No promises, bitch," and just walked away.
I'm shook. We are getting the Bobby Lashley 2.0. Oh my god. I'm excited. You know what? Good. I like that they're doing this.
So those are my final two swallows while Vince looks
Hell
up
yeah.
a picture of Lola Vice's old shit. Katie, what was your favorite show you watched this week?
I mean, I think I gotta go. I'll go Dynamite for Max and Eddie, but like Julia Hart, everything is second.
Okay. Vince, your favorite show you watched this week?
I'm gonna go with SmackDown. I think it just had a little bit of everything. A lot. I think it's just the one that I had the most notes for, so that's kind of the logic I went with.
Oh, gee, I don't know what Matt's gonna pick.
Best show of the week's gotta be the show that aired directly after I found out Matt Riddle lost his motherfucking job. So SmackDown
I hate this.
is the best show of the week.
Whatever.
I'm sorry, Katie.
Fucking whatever. I'm over it.
It was what it was.
Whatever.
It's a celebration. We're celebrating SmackDown.
Celebrate good times. Come on.
Katie, could you please plug yourself? Oh, also, even though I think Bakley's the only one still here, and Bakley, we love you, there will be no post show. Vince and I are gonna record a little something special after this. I told Katie if she just wants to like hang around, listen to us talk, and ask questions, she's more than welcome to join us to like pick our brains on some shit. But we got a little something special we're doing right after this. So no post show, but Katie, please plug yourself.
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at KatieRasmus13, Linktree about to Galting Shirley Showcase, Twitch.tv/Shirley Showcase, and YouTube.com/Shirley Showcase, typically Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern. I was going to say something else and now I forget. Patreon.com/Shirley Showcase. You can see exclusive non-wrestling stuff there. I do a lot of stuff. I don't know. I've been drinking for a few hours, so that's all you're getting.
Fair enough. Bakley, Dana White falls under the same category as Don Callis. Just because he did one good thing that I liked doesn't mean that I fuck with him, though.
Vince, stop.
Vince, plug yourself for the people listening.
Yeah, go ahead and follow me on Instagram and Twitter at SESVince. The link to my bio takes you to everything. Smackin It Raw, Creation World, Getcho, Straight Talk. Final episode finally dropped earlier this week. The curtain call is finally out. First half is Pokemon Fantasy Booking featuring the Warden, Matt Ritter, and the Will Gray. We do some Pokemon Fantasy Booking, and we also have NBA Jersey Jam session in the second half with Jaylan on the beat and my co-host Basharat. Final podcast we're going to be doing with the Straight Talk banner. I'm not podcasting there anymore, so just go ahead and go check out the past catalog. But subscribe to my YouTube at youtube.com/SESVince because I'll have content there. So
Content with the K. And you guys can follow me at Matt Ritter. That is at MATTRDDER on X, as well as at Getting Off on X. Getting Off is for your horror content. Matt Ritter is for your wrestling content. You can also find me on Instagram, TikTok, and Threads at Smackin It Raw, where they're, a little bit of everything. Especially TikTok. So go follow me there and check us out. For Miss Katie Kinzy, baby, the queen of cash rules everything around me, and the Pornhub Poppy, Daddy Delgado, my friend Vince. I am the patron saint of podcasting, Warden Matt Ritter. This has been your now #1 wrestling podcast on Pornhub.
Say bye, Maxie.